And I'm catching feelings, baby.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your girl JAIDACHADAE here, and you guys are watching another one of my videos. If you're new here, hey, what's up, y'all? Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and go follow all my social media platforms. And if you're just coming back, hello, my loves. And as you guys can tell by today's video, we're going to be doing a high school advice video. So a lot of you guys have been requesting a girl talk. I haven't done it, but I thought this was pretty similar, and it also matches with the theme of going back to school. So I'm really excited, and I think I have some really good questions to get into. But first, before we get into the video, I really wanted to thank you guys for 900 subscribers, y'all. Like, y'all are really the MVPs. Like, I swear, I kid you not, I just hit 400 and I was like so happy. And literally today I checked my subscriber count because I keep up with it like in my description, and I was at 900. And I know a lot of you guys are from TikTok or just friends supporting, or however you found me, whatever, it doesn't matter. I want to thank you for being supportive, subscribing, watching my videos, that type of thing. I'm really appreciative, and I've only started 1 month ago. For me, 900 subscribers in a month is like, I'm on the right track. So I just wanted to thank you guys so much for all the love and support. I really do appreciate it. But I don't want to do too much rambling. So without further ado, let's get on the video. All right, y'all. So I wrote down some questions in my notes, and these are just some I found myself or things I feel like that I should address. And yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get into it. And so the first one I have, which I wish I would have known, honestly, I didn't expect it, but basically is that high school is not like High School Musical. If you've ever watched High School Musical, in High School Musical is people dancing on tables, having fun. School is a blast, basically. No, babe, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not gonna be getting that's not gonna happen. Simply, like, when I was little, I literally thought high school was gonna be the dream life. Like, I was so excited for high school. One thing, it's not at all. Do not expect what you see in High School Musical, or don't expect what you see on TV, because they make high school seem like it's this very fun, bright place. No, honestly, it's almost the complete opposite. But with that being said, I do feel like in high school you do have more freedom. That's one thing I can say, and one thing I really do enjoy, because me personally, I don't really like authority or like being told what to do. Like, I like doing things on my time. So I really enjoy like the freedom, like not having to like walk in lines. Like, I swear, once you get in high school, you'll appreciate how much more freedom you have. Like, thinking back that like we really had to walk in lines and like, I don't know, just follow so many rules, just is crazy to me now. But I do enjoy the more freedom. Hopefully, it really depends on your school and your school's rules, but me personally, we have to have more freedom. Okay, so my next level of advice is, I really hope you guys hear me on this one and take this one literally, is in the hallways, don't be that one person standing in the middle of the hallway talking. Like, oh my gosh, my school has this so bad, and this year our hallways look a mess. I'm gonna go ahead and insert a picture somewhere. Like, our hallways are super duper crowded, and there's always that one group of friends that are just standing in the middle of the hallway, like the world revolves around them, just talking. Like, I'd understand if you pull over to the side in like an area where it's not crowded, but no, some people generally just talk in the middle of the hallway. Do not be that person. Everybody has a place to be. Everybody wants to get to class. Nobody wants to be touching shoulders with people. Like, it's just not fun. Like, if you're gonna talk with your friends, either pull over or walk while you talk. Like, it's generally so annoying. Also, don't be that person that walks extra slow. If you're gonna walk slow, usually, like, it sounds weird, but like, I swear hallways is like driving. Like, being in the hallway at high school is like driving. Like, usually there's like a side where people like are slowly walking and other people go around them. And if you're gonna be walking slow, get to the side where other people is walking slow. If you see people rushing and people trying to get somewhere, don't just be like barely walking. Like, that's really annoying. Always, also, don't be that person that walks on the wrong side. I thought everybody knew that if you're on the right side, you walk on the right side. Like, either way, like either side you're on, you're supposed to walk on the right side. I thought everybody knew that. Evidently not. Like, it really astonishes me, if we being for real. But the next thing is, if your school has this, I know not all schools have it, but my school personally does, so shout out to my people that go to my school. If there's an answers group chat, make sure you're in the answers group chat, because I mean, baby, it's gonna make your life 10 times easier. Me personally, I found out we had one, and immediately I'm like, add me to it. So like, if you're one of the quiet people, even if you're quiet, you're shy, baby, I suggest you suck it up and ask them to put you in that Insta group chat, because it really came in handy for me with test quizzes. Y'all, I know that sounds bad, but like, when you need it, you need it. Like, you gotta do what you gotta do. At the end of the day, you gotta put you first. I say if y'all don't have one, get with some people and make one, because I just think it's a really helpful tool. You can also make friends in the group chat if you don't have any friends, if that's a thing for you. You can also make friends in the group chat. I just feel like it's a good thing to have, you and your grade level or whatever that may be, or even a classroom, whatever. Yeah, that's one thing I do suggest. The next thing, my next piece of advice, I don't even take, but I do think it'll be good. Like, honestly, I wish I did have the urge to like be more involved in school, which is what this question is basically to go to school events, games, or just at least try it once. Like, kind of basically be involved in school, like get into clubs, go to games, go to homecoming, like at least try it once. And I really suggest trying it like your freshman year, because like I feel like your freshman year you're just new to it and it's just like a whole experience. I definitely feel like it would make your school year funner. Like, a lot of people say that. Like me, I at least try to try new things. Like last year I went to homecoming, didn't like it, won't be going back, but it was still fun to go to, still an experience at the end of the day. And yeah, and also go to games. Games are fun. Like, you can watch the game, you can socialize, which most people, I'm not gonna lie, just be socializing, but either way it's still fun to get out of the house. School spirit, I guess. I don't know, I'm not a school spirit type of person, but some of you guys may be, and you'll really enjoy it. And yeah, the next thing is finding classes like on your first day. This is really for like freshmen. I suggest taking a picture of your schedule and having your schedule as your lock screen. It just makes it a lot easier. But I know some schools, like my school, on the first day we have to have a piece of paper that they give us to show our teachers, but like from that day forward I suggest using your phone, because like you can drop the paper and like, I don't know, I just suggest putting it on your phone. And if you need help, ask the AP, do what you gotta do. Or I suggest, I know some schools like my school, they have like, they're like orientations, like basically before school starts they have like a whole day where you like basically go through your schedule, and it just makes things run smoother for you. And if you are a freshman or you're new to the school, I do suggest that, so you won't be so lost the first day, especially if you have really crowded hallways. Definitely do that. The next thing I have for my high school advice is observe. High school is a very wicked place. Like, it's not that bad. Like, I feel like people be making it sound so bad, and like they don't be keeping it a buck with y'all in these type of videos, but like, it's true. In high school you do have to observe. You have to observe the people you hang around, observe the teachers, observe everywhere you're going, because people are crazy, people are weird. Like, you just have to, and this is really anywhere, not just high school, but I feel like especially high school, when making friends, when deciding who you want to associate yourself with, make sure you know who that is. But I'm going to get into that later though. The next thing, y'all, I'm heavy on this one. Be careful who you let borrow your stuff. And I put don't share either. Like, you can share, but be real picky with who you share with. There's been so many times I've gotten my stuff stolen. I've gotten 2 chargers left at school / took. I've gotten my AirPods stolen, pencils, anything you hold value to. I suggest you don't share it, honestly. Like, that sounds rude, but you will lose your stuff. Like, it's happened to me so many times last year. I've lost like a lot of stuff because I let people use it, borrow it, or I just simply forgot it. Keep up with your stuff, keep it in a certain place, only let specific people use it. Okay, this is the next one a lot of people are probably waiting for me to get into, which is what's advice on making friends. So for me, making friends, because it can really go either way, because you could be totally new to the school, or simply your schedule is weird and like you don't have any friends in your classes. Me, I would suggest making them earlier in the year, which means like coming to school on the first day. I know some people don't like coming to school on the first day, but I feel like, how could you miss the first day? I feel like the first day, that's what's like, I don't know, like everybody figuring everything out, like everybody getting settled in, like everybody on the same, they in the same boat basically. Like, I feel like everyone should come the first day. But anyways, for friends, I just feel like you should make them earlier in the year. And I don't know, like, start off with simple stuff. Be like, hey, let me see your schedule. Like, do you have a pencil? Or just make small talk or small conversation, whatever. And again, this goes with observe. Make sure you're knowing who you're like associating with, because you don't want to be associating with the wrong people. Like, it's not it. But yeah, I definitely know making friends can be hard, but like I said, this also goes with participating. Like, participating in clubs, you can find friends there. Participate in sports, things like that. Just really involving yourself and putting yourself out there. And I feel like with high school, if you do want to make friends, you do have to do that sometimes. Like sometimes in high school you do have to step outside of your box, not for the wrong reasons of course, but like, you know, just be a little bit more out there, you know. The next thing I have is take AP classes. I personally wish I would have did this more. I'm a junior and I've only taken one AP class, which I'm taking right now, which is AP English, and I suggest doing this. And at my school we call them AP classes or dual credits, and I suggest doing this because this does raise your GPA, and it looks really good in general for colleges. It's basically you just taking higher level courses, like college courses, depending on what your school calls them. It's basically a higher level and it raises your GPA, which is basically what you need to know. When taking these classes, if you are going to take them, don't just take them in random classes, no matter if you need the GPA, because if you don't do good in these classes, if anything, it will drop your GPA instead of raising it. Me personally, I took my AP class in English because I know I'm good at English. I'm pretty advanced for English in my opinion. But like, don't go take a class in something you know you're not good at. Like me, I would never go take an AP algebra class because I am horrible at math, y'all. Don't do that. Do not do that. But if it's a class you know you think you can manage, I suggest doing that if you want a higher GPA. The next thing, I don't even take this advice for myself, but don't be like me, y'all. Be better than me. Is get your work done early and turn it in on time. Now, I procrastinate. Do not be like me. Do not procrastinate. If anything, like, get ahead of yourself and just do everything on time. Like I said, if not, turn it in or do it early, because you can easily get behind, especially if it's like a hard year. Like junior year, it's only the second week of school for me and I feel like I'm already behind. Like, I don't know. Just make sure you guys are turning in your work. Then you won't have to stress and worry about grades. It'll just make your life in your school year and everything just go by way more smoother, to be honest. The next thing is the one that I will stress, that I really want to stress to you, especially you freshmen. Do not think I'm bashing the freshmen either. I have nothing against the freshmen. Sometimes y'all can be real crazy, but one of my highest advice for y'all is to stay out of the mix, don't be messy, and don't get into peer pressure. So first, we're just gonna break it down. We're gonna start with staying out of the mix and not being messy, because child, at my school, the freshman last year, it was something to say the very least. All I gotta say is, I feel like everybody says this, but you go to school to learn. Like, get your education in depth. Like, it's school, nobody wants to be there. Just learn and go home. Like, nobody wants to be in drama all the time. Like, that's very draining and it's not cute. Me personally, I do not think being in drama 24/7 is cute, or fighting 24/7. Like, girl, it's 7 in the morning and you want to fight. Like, be so for real with yourself. And at the end of the day, I feel like staying out the mix is just like the best. Like, you don't gotta worry about this, that, and the third, what people saying about you. Like, your name's out the mix, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just doing you at peace. Like, at the end of the day, it's just not worth it. I feel like it's very lame. Like, why would you want to be in drama? Like, I don't know, I just feel like it's very odd. And then staying out the mix goes basically with being messy, but don't be one of those messy people, or like that talk about people just because you want to be friends with such and such and they have a problem with such and such, so now you got a problem with such and such because you want to be friends with them, and now you in some mess. Like, don't be weird, keep it a bug, be real always. Like, just don't be one of those weird people. Like, I really can't, I don't know how to explain it or stress it enough, but y'all know what I mean. And then the next one is peer pressure. Y'all, me personally, peer pressure ain't got nothing on me, baby. One thing about me, if I don't want to do something, then I'm not going to do it. Like, I'm not. But I know people do have trouble with this, and there's been times when I was like younger, like way younger, where it's been like a slight issue, but it's never like been like a major thing in my life. But I know some people who have literally like went a horrible route in life, all because peer pressure and then being a follower, not a leader. Everybody say this, be a follower, not a leader, but it's so true. Like, do your own thing. And basically, if you guys didn't know, I probably should explain this. Peer pressure is like people or your friends, quote unquote, trying to like beg you to do drugs. Like, if you don't want to do drugs, don't do them. Skipping class, losing your virginity, and things of that nature. Like, when it comes to drugs, I don't know about y'all, but at my school, it's like a pretty up there thing. Like, a lot of people in my school do drugs, whatever. And I know some people that's not for them. And if you don't want to do that, then do not do that. Do not let somebody, a random at that, trying to persuade you to do something you don't want to do. And if that's your friend doing that as well, your friends are weird. That's not your friend. Because I'm telling you, peer pressure is never worth it. Always stand your ground and do what you want to do. The next thing is with like skipping class or whatever. Again, just know you can do it if you want, because at the end of the day, do what you got to do what you need to do, but always be ready for like the consequences. And that's really with anything in life, but just be ready for the consequences, because things do happen, you know what I'm saying? So, and then with losing your virginity, I want to talk about this one, y'all, because this is going to be a very big thing in high school. Oh my gosh, I cannot stress this enough. Do not let these little boys, these little girls, whatever, whoever, try to convince you into doing something sexually that you do not want to do. And do not let your friends convince you either, because just because your friends out here, you know what I'm saying, boom boom boom, don't mean you got to be out here boom boom boom. You know what I'm saying? Do what you think feels right. Stick to your morals, whatever that may be. Do what makes you happy. If you don't want to do something, do not let them make you do it or convince you to do it, because at the end of the day, you won't have control over yourself. And that's really all I can say, because at the end of the day, I can't tell y'all what to do. You're gonna do what you want to do, and I don't blame you, but that's my advice. The next thing kind of goes with being messy is drama. Stay out of drama. It's not gonna do you no good. You just look like a messy bitch, basically. Stay out of drama. It's not gonna do you no good. I mean, I don't know what else. The next thing I want to talk about is something I'm going to stress heavily. Do not try to fit in. Always stay true to yourself. I know y'all probably like, girl, you're so corny, but it's just like, I'm so for real. In high school, like I said earlier, you can be heavily and easily persuaded to do things, especially in an environment with so many different people who have different lifestyles than you. It can get hard, you know what I'm saying? Peer pressure may or may not get to you. And if it does, you need to remember who you are, what your morals are, what you want to do, what you don't want to do, and stick to that, period. The next thing I know is something that a lot of people struggle with, and that I don't really see that many people talking about in these type of videos, but I thought of it and I thought it was a great thing to talk about, which is insecurities. And when I say insecurities, I know a lot of people, they have trouble with, you know, body image or the way that they look. They're not confident in their skin. And I feel like in high school, being surrounded by so many different people, like a lot of people are wearing makeup, a lot of people are wearing different type of things, you know, just stuff like that. It can be overwhelming for some people, and like that could cause them to be insecure. At the end of the day, this kind of goes with staying true to yourself. Be you and be comfortable in your skin. Don't worry about what everybody else is out here doing, because that's them. It's not you. And I feel like if you feel like, oh, maybe I need to do this, maybe I need to try this, maybe I need to do that to find yourself more desirable, no, baby, you don't. You're perfect the way that you are. And I know that's corny again, but it's just like, stuff like that really can get you. And especially if it's somebody who already deals with it, at the end of the day, I say find what you like and be secure in your own skin. Don't let nobody make you change your style, change the way you dress or look, if that's what you're comfortable in. And that's just how I feel about that. Okay, the next thing again kind of goes with being messy, which is fights. There's going to be fights, but me personally, I say mind your business. You might want to watch the fight, you know what I'm saying? Watch it. Just watch it, babe. Mind your business. And then again, another thing with fighting is do not be the instigator, babe, because everybody knows the instigators, you're gonna end up in the mess too. And now you're in a place that you don't want to be in. Now you're looking stupid. Now you're looking funny. Just mind your business. You know what I'm saying? And again, why are you fighting at 7 in the morning? We're tired. We just woke up. You're not tired, babe? The next one again goes with peer pressure. Do not be gullible. Again, just don't. You can be easily persuaded. A lot of people can trick you, so make sure you stay on your toes at all times in high school. People gonna try to play you. People are weird. You're gonna be around a lot of weird people. You're gonna be introduced. You're gonna hear about a lot of weird people. Do not be gullible. And the next one, please do not be that one friend group that's loud AF in the morning. Like, why are you yelling at 7 a.m? Oh my gosh, I cannot stand that. It's just like, we just got to school, we just woke up, and you're loud. The whole hallway can hear you, babe. You know what I'm saying? Don't be that person. Just be cool. You know what I'm saying? Kick it with your friends. Do what you gotta do. But please don't be obnoxiously. Don't be obnoxiously loud. My next piece of advice is kind of for like school shopping. When you're school shopping, do not get every single thing on that list, because I kid you not, half of the stuff you are not going to use, you're going to lose, or it's for the teachers. And yeah, it's just a waste of money, especially baby school supplies going up, baby. We're in inflation. I'm not getting everything on that list. Like me personally, I just got the essentials. I got a folder. They say get a binder, baby. I don't even use my binder, so I did not get a binder. I got a folder. I got writing utensils, some highlighters, color pencils, and that's about it, baby. Do not get everything on that list, because I'm telling you, it's gonna be a waste of money. You're not gonna use all of it. Half the time you're gonna be too lazy to even get this stuff out of your backpack or bring it to school, so you can use the teachers. Let's be for real. The next thing, I've been waiting for this one. This is for boys or girls. This is kind of about relationships. Y'all know how that go. So for this one, this is just a real quick tip of advice, is to do what you want to do, because obviously I can't tell you what to do, but be careful, because in high school, baby, the word gets around very, 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 very quick. Especially if you go to a small school. My school has around 4K people, but I know there's people who go to like smaller schools, so it's just, don't be telling everybody your business. Don't, because the word is going to get around. Like if it's something obviously that you don't want other people to know, just be careful with that type of stuff. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. Back to relationships. When it comes to relationships in high school, let's be for real, half of these people you are not going to remember in 10 years, and half of that stuff is just not even gonna matter next year. Like, let's be so for real. So don't stress too much. Things are going to happen in high school. In high school, things get way more wicked. I've experienced that myself. Like back in middle school, like cheating was like texting another girl or like hugging another girl in the hallway. Baby, no, in high school, they be out here and doing everything. Like it's a lie. It's a very wicked world. You gonna get your feelings hurt. So my best advice is, honestly, and I wish I took my own advice, is kind of like stay out of the dating scene. Or like if you're gonna talk to people, keep it on the low. Not everybody needs to know your business, because at the end of the day, these is really just friends for real. And I know there's some of y'all probably like, girl, what are you talking about? Because there's some people who are in committed relationships and are doing good, and shout out to y'all. But if we're gonna be realistic, that's not as common, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, it's not. Some people can't commit, some people have issues. Y'all are still kids, but some people act more like kids and are more immature than others, and that's just gonna happen, unfortunately. So honestly, I feel like dating isn't the most worth in a school. Like, just focus on your grades, focus on your career, what you want to do with your life. Go start a business, go do something, because I promise y'all, it's not all that at all. Me personally, I've been single my whole entire high school year, and yeah. The next thing is another thing I cannot stress enough, which is about exposing. This comes to, like, you know what I'm saying, news and things of that nature. Me personally, I would suggest don't send pictures, but at the end of the day, I can't tell you what to do, and I'm not the type of person to judge for stuff like that. But it's just like, be very, very careful and make sure this is a person that you know you can trust, that you know wouldn't be bogus or weird, because people are very, 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 very weird. I don't know how many times I have to say this in this video, but I just honestly cannot stress it enough. If you are sending pictures, make sure they can't save it or screen record it or something, you know, just all the weird stuff. That's unfortunate, but you do have to think of stuff like that. Don't put your face in the picture of the video. And for the guys or even the girls, just anyone, when it comes to news, do not be weird. If somebody sends you news, it's for you and you only. Do not go showing this, that person, and third, and like the whole football team. That's so weird to me. That's so extremely weird. And then don't go showing the cheerleading team either. Like, it goes either ways, literally. The next thing is one I stress. I keep saying that, but I do, and I live by this. Be private. Like, be careful who you tell your business. Do not be telling everybody your business. Me personally, I only have a couple of friends in high school. I don't like having a whole bunch of friends, but I know some people who do. I have certain friends that I tell certain parts of my lives and certain like things that I tell them, simply because I don't want to say it again because I keep saying it, but people are weird. People are weird, and you'll think someone is your friend and they're not your friend. This also goes with observing. Observe like who this person is before you call them your friend. Until then, babe, they're an associate. And don't be telling your associates your business for real. Someone can seem like this nice, cool person, whatever, but then you find out later that they're actually weird. Like, that's actually the worst. So when you're telling your business, make sure you're telling it to people that you trust. And me personally, I suggest keeping your friend group small. like very minimal, because I know people have big groups and they didn't fail out. It's just like, be so for real. It happens every time. It's sad, but it do happen every time. So just be careful, because again, people will tell your business. It's school, they have nothing else better going for themselves, or nothing else better than talk about. And especially if you're doing good with your life, they will talk about you. And at the end of the day, they're weird, broke, ain't got nothing going for themselves. So I say, don't worry about it. Go to school, get your education, make money, go home. The next thing is about teachers. When it comes to teachers, y'all, my school this year, they're being so strict and so annoying. But with teachers, I say get on their good side. And I feel like everyone should do this, because let's say you're being rude to the teacher and you have a failing grade, like you're failing by 1 point, they're simply not going to bump you up because you're rude. I wouldn't either. I mean, let's be for real. Like, no one likes a rude student, or those students that do the most. That's another thing of advice. Don't be that one weird kid that's trying to like act out for attention or be rude to the teacher because they think it's funny. It's not funny. You're lame, you're weird. Like, do your work. Like, that's it. But I say, yeah, make a bond with the teacher. Be nice to the teacher, because if you are failing and you're really nice to them, most likely they are going to bump you up, especially if you're doing your work and turning your work in. Then you should be all good. You don't even really have to kiss their ass. Just have a little bond with the teachers, and it can really be fundamental to your grade, to be honest. Next thing is lunch. This goes with like sitting with people or being alone. Me personally, I have one specific friend, or sometimes I'll sit with even 2 or 3 people that I sit with at lunch. But I know there is some people who sit alone, and some people think, like, I remember one time sitting with this girl and she was like, oh, she's sitting by herself, I feel so bad. I was like, why? Like, some people generally think being alone is like the worst thing ever, but me personally, I find it very comforting and nurturing. Like, I prefer being by myself. But like, if you're sitting alone by yourself, do not feel bad. Just enjoy that time that you have to be with yourself, especially at school, because at school, let's be real, you're socializing all day, you're talking to people all day majority of the time, or have to be surrounded by that type of thing. So if you're sitting by yourself at lunch, who cares? Enjoy your time. Take that as your relaxation time. It's not a bad thing, I promise. No one really cares. I mean, you're in high school, everyone's living their own life and have their own things going on, so it does not matter if you're like embarrassed by it. The next thing is stand your ground. Again, this kind of comes with like just being true to yourself, and don't be intimidated by people. Again, y'all are all going there for the same reasons, to learn, to get y'all education. I promise y'all, it's nothing to be worried about. Stand y'all ground, and don't let people push you around, because sometimes there may be people that will push your buttons a little bit and see how far they can go. If you let them go a little inch, baby, they can go a mile. So, you know what I'm saying? Stand your ground at all times. This also goes with observing people, because if somebody is trying to push your buttons, again, they most likely weird and not your friend. You need to cut them off immediately. The next thing is a thing that I know a lot of people can relate to, which is toxic friends. My advice, and I know this could be hard for some people, is don't be desperate for friends. If you know you have a toxic friend and they've shown you time and time again and have done weird behavior to you a lot, and you still decide to be their friends, I feel like that's like being desperate for a friend, and you do not have to do that. I know some people feel like they need to have friends for certain reasons or whatever. Me personally, baby, I would cut you off. I would cut you off. You shouldn't have to deal with that negative energy and people continuously pushing your boundaries. I feel like if you set boundaries, those boundaries should never be crossed, especially by somebody that's considered your friend. And I know in high school things can get very messy. So baby, I say if you got a toxic friend, cut them off. Like I said, baby, in a year, 5 years, a week even, it won't matter. And I just feel like if you need to vibe by yourself in high school, then vibe by yourself. I really feel like that's the best anyways. You're going to be staying out of drama. All right, y'all. So the last piece of advice that I have for you guys is, this is really for the freshmen, or like the sophomores, the underclassmen. Watch out for the seniors and juniors hitting on you guys, or trying to talk to you guys, or flirt with you, or whatever. Because it's going to happen. I'm going to just be for real with you. It's going to happen. And I've seen it multiple times where they think that the upperclassmen is for real with them, and they tell them that homegirls like don't want to talk to me, and baby, they don't be doing nothing but trying to get at them draws. And I know it probably sounds mean, but it's so for real. Like, do not take them seriously at all. And I know you probably gonna catch feelings or whatever. Do not catch feelings, because y'all, it is a scam, it is a trick, it is a lie. Do not fall for it. Do not fall for it at all. Okay, you see an upperclassman trying to talk to you, baby, run. especially if they're trying to get in a relationship with you, because at this point in a freshman, you're like what, 14, 15, they're what, 17, 18, maybe even 19, shit, and they're trying to talk to you like y'all are in two different places in your life. Like, you're just not entering high school and they're about to leave high school, go into a career path, go to college. Like, that just don't, it's giving predator. You know what I'm saying? It just don't add up. Just my advice on that, just don't go for it, okay? Because half of the time it's just very weird, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that is it for today's video, you guys. I really hope this video helped you guys. I hope that made y'all giggle a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got a few little tips out of me, and hopefully like what I was saying made sense, because I know sometimes I can ramble too much and it will not make sense, but hopefully it did for you guys. Again, thank y'all so much for 900 subscribers, y'all. Like, I really am super thankful. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and yeah, I love you guys. Bye.
And I'm catching feelings, baby.